welcome to Satsuma Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to edge stitch. In our last video, we sewed these two pieces of cotton together, face side together. We stitched using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my fabric, and when I edge stitch, I'm going to be using the inside of my sewing foot. I'm going to drop this so you can see, and it's going to be on the right of the sewing foot, but I'm using that inside edge. I'm also going to be aligning that with my seam. So you'll see that's about 1/8 of an inch of seam allowance. So I'll go ahead and lift my sewing foot. I'm going to align my seam with the inside of the sewing foot. I'm going to drop my needle and I'll go ahead and stitch and back tack. Here we go. So I'm aligning my seam with the inside of my presser foot. I'm going with a relatively efficient clip, and I'm watching the fabric and the sewing foot, not the needle. I'm approaching the end. I'm going to back tack, stitch forward, and end the seam. And there you have it. I have a nice edge stitch, and let's double check with our gauge and see how we did. I did. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I like it. So, because from the end of the gauge is each notch is 1/8 of an inch. So if I start in the hole here, there we go. Okay, next we are going to, in the next video, sew a top stitch, which is a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping. Bye bye.